Hello everyone, a very good morning and welcome to Yog Tara. This video is Wake Up Yoga. We'll comfortably sit in simple crossed legs. If you have difficulty with your knees, you can move your feet forward and sit like this, or sit with a cushion or in Vajrasan, whatever works best for you. Simple crossed legs is usually the most convenient way that people prefer to sit during practices. Hands to heart, we'll start with setting the intention for the practice. Take all your awareness back to yourself, disconnect from the world, and we'll start taking a few deep breaths. Breathing is very important at the beginning of the day, so make sure you're really inhaling deeply and forcefully exhaling everything out through your mouth. Wish yourself a very good morning and let's get started. We'll start on tabletop today, so we'll come on our fours, untuck our toes, make sure the wrists are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips, your tummy is tucked. Slowly sit back, place your hips on your heels, your head should be the last thing to go down, so keep looking forward and slowly come to child's pose. Lengthen your spine. We're starting the day with child's pose, so just give a little stretch to our back. Take a deep breaths there as well. Coming back to tabletop, we'll take some cat-cow stretches. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. You can slowly start deepening your practice. In the next round, bend your elbows deep and you're arching your back. Take a deep inhale, arch your back. Then again, bend your elbows, come back, round your back. We'll do this a few times. Choose the variation that you're comfortable with, or maybe you can do a combination of all of them. These stretches work your back, work your arms, wrists, shoulders. Again, slowly sit back and come to child's pose. You can even do this while you're in bed. You don't need to sit on a mat to be able to do this early in the morning. This opens you up a little bit, stretches you nicely. Slowly take your hands to the left. Don't strain yourself, but work with your right side body and head down. Spend a few deep breaths here. Maybe you can prefer to stay here for 5 to 10 counts. And then back to the center. We'll break in the center for 5 counts. Always break in the center before going to the other side. And then slowly we will walk towards the right. Again, take a few deep breaths here. Don't miss the beautiful sunrise that's there in the background. This was a beautiful day today and the sunrise added to the whole charm. Slowly coming back. Head up, pushing the mat away, come back up to Vajrasan. If Vajrasan is difficult for you, you can come back to simple crossed legs, or you can use a cushion or a yoga block to support you in Vajrasan. We'll move to twists after a few deep stretches. So sit comfortably here. Very important to sit comfortably. Make sure your back is straight. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Look to the back of the room. Again, inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. We'll repeat this again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist towards your right. Make sure you're using your abdominal region to twist. Try not that your neck is doing most of the work. Try that your abdominal region is working. Very important to feel that twist using your tummy. We'll work our wrists a little bit. Wrists, arms, fingers, one's thumb in, one's thumb out. Wrists are the least used muscle of the body. We work a lot of times, we spend a lot of hours on the desktop, on the system, picking up things, keeping them in one place from another, and we have very sore wrists. I know people with very sore fingers, in fact. So very important to move your fingers, your palms and your wrists at the beginning of the day, every day, even if it is for 2 to 3 minutes. Take some wrist rotations. Now make sure that these are controlled wrist rotations and you're slowly taking your time and tapping into your wrists. Very important. If you have weak hands, you can support your hand with another and take wrist rotations. And supported wrist rotations also work wonders. During the day, you can take a break and work out. Inhale, raise your arms up. Now feel the muscles in the upper back. Very important for us to feel the muscles here in the upper back. We spend a lot of time in desk jobs and we rarely get any time to move these muscles, and that's why we have stiff upper back, neck, sore neck. So really engage your muscles while you're doing this stretch, while you're raising your arms up and exhaling and bringing your hands to heart. Again, a very good exercise to do while taking a break during the day. If you're taking a break from work, this is a very good stretch. We'll come back to tabletop now. Tuck your toes and go back to the first downward facing dog. Keep bending your knees one by one. Dynamic downward facing dog to really stretch your entire body. I think this is one of the best exercises or yoga poses that one can do early in the morning or in the evening or at night. This really has no time. You can do it anytime you want a good stretch, but make sure you've not eaten a big meal before you're doing this, because this is kind of a semi inversion, so you don't want to be upside down after having a meal. Come back to child's pose. After the break, what we're going to do is we're going to take the right foot and slowly raise it up. Bend the right knee and try to stack the hips one on top of the another. So right hip on top of the left hip. Make sure your toes are pointing to the ground, right? So really get that stretch, open your pelvic regions and slowly come back. We'll repeat the same thing with our left leg. Raise your left leg up. It's really cold here early in the morning. Again, for a penultimate stretch, work with dynamic downward facing dog. Coming back to our tabletop, we're going to do a little bit for our arms. So we're going to take some arm rotations, keeping your elbows straight and keeping your gaze with the palm. We are going to take some arm rotations, 10 each side. A few of them can be slow and controlled, and then maybe you can increase the pace a little bit. Again, engage your shoulder blades, engage your shoulders, your upper arm, your upper back. A little something for the legs. Raise your right leg up. Try to keep it parallel to the mat, toes pointing to the back of the room, back straight, and bring it back. When you're bringing it back, make sure your knee is not touching the mat. So just let it hover above the mat. Maybe take this again 10 to 12 times for each leg. Try to raise your foot as high as you can. You really don't need to keep it completely parallel to the mat. Make sure you're lifting it as high as you can. Take your knees to the corners of the mat, sit back on your heels. Keep your toes tucked. We're doing this for the toes, remember, so make sure you're feeling into the toes. At the same time, your mounts of the palms are also pressing into the mat. Slowly come up, untuck your toes now, and sit back. Deepen the stretch. We'll do this a few times. Keep coming forward and go back. Taking your hands forward, come to a complete fold. Keep breathing, we're almost done with the session. Come back up and we'll make our way to simple cross legs now. We are going to work our neck and upper back. Sit comfortably, make sure your back is straight. Look up, center, down, center, right, center, left, center. Bend, a little bend using your hand. Keep it on the opposite ear and give a nice stretch to your neck. Interlock your fingers, take them behind your head and look down. Push your head down, chin towards the chest. Look up and a little something for the upper back. Try to join your elbows together in front of your forehead. And we are done. Rub your palms together to generate heat. Now if you wear specs like me, remove them before you do this. Generate lots of heat, rubbing your palms, and then keep those heated palms on your eyes. Distribute that heat throughout your body. Maybe you can rub your palms again if you want to get more heat. It's really cold these days. Do as you please. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Till then, keep practicing. It only takes 10 minutes to stretch your entire body through the day.